Good morning from Stitch in Heaven. I'm Janet, and we're looking forward to Mother's Day coming to us around the corner. And what I wanted to share with you is my heritage from my mothers, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers that was part of the quilting tradition that they created for us. So actually what you see here is my family, 4 generations of quilters. This is my great-grandmother, born in the 1890s. Her picture along with something that she did. These are actually patterns from early on when postage was only a penny and a half. Don't have a clue of when that year would have been. This would have been a template that they created. Aren't we glad we have creative grids and rotary cutters now? Going into my grandmother, born in 1907, this is actually something she made. It was a baby quilt. Before, then it got cut apart, made into a bedspread for us girls, and then we couldn't bear to part with them. And so we put some reproduction fabrics in it, framed it, put a little history on the back, and passed it on to the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren as part of our heritage. You know, our heartstrings are very much tied to our family. Mine is definitely, and by being able to see these quilts, it is always a constant reminder of my family as well as a reminder of my past and what I'm all grateful for of their investment in my life. This was actually something they made for me, and the dress I had for my date with my husband, our first date, is actually in this. So this is a great way to preserve memories as well with the cathedral. This is my mother, born in 1930. Again, these were patterns that you could purchase way back with tissue patterns. Very difficult to work with. She is probably my greatest inspiration for quilting. This is one of her quilts here. She's still quilting today, and she's 88. And this is an example of something that I've done, again, based on the fact that I've had 4 generations that have invested in me and have helped me to learn how to do this. Now, one of the things I want to draw your attention to is this quilt in the back. This is actually one of our block of the months that's coming up. It's called Fortune is a Woman, one of Deb's favorite books. So the book actually comes with it as well. Again, it's a tribute to women. So this is Debbie, one of our cutters. She tells you about her quilt.
Hello, I'm Debbie, and I've come from a long generation, several generations of sewers. My grandmother, who's pictured here, made this particular quilt. It's something that I've had in the family. It's gone on family picnics. It's gone to the beach. She made her quilts to be used, and so we use them, and this one is well loved, and it shows it. And my quilting experience has skipped a generation. My mother was a garment sewer. I started out as a garment sewer, and now I'm learning how to quilt. And I have 2 of my projects here that I've learned. This is my first one, which is a scrap crazy, and I'm still working on that one. And then I took a paper piecing class here at Stitch in Heaven, and this is my first attempt at it, so I'm looking forward to being able to get it done.
Yes, and what we would like you to do is think in terms of a legacy that you want to leave to your children, your grandchildren, and future generations, that even long after we're gone, they still love and treasure those things that we've made with our heartstrings. So we want to wish you a
Very
Merry
happy
Mother's Day.